So yeah, Sonic Origins Plus. This is the Plus version because I am a sucker. And also just, you know, I had the hopes of eventually streaming this game, so it's like, hey, I can clear all the Game Gear games, except I think I have played Chaos once before. But yeah, this is the Plus version. It has like Game Gear games and all their 8-bit glory, quote unquote. So yeah, maybe we'll tackle some of these at some point. Triple Trouble I've actually never finished, so I'd want to do that before tackling 16-bit Triple Trouble for obvious reasons. Yeah, instead of just rambling about this, we're gonna hop into the game. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a tutorial. Alrighty, so Sonic 1 is a very important game from my childhood. I have a very specific story about Sonic. I got this as a birthday present, I'm pretty sure. But my introduction to Sonic was actually Sonic Adventure 2. I played a store demo of it and fell in love with it. Again, I didn't really branch out very much unless I had a reason to branch out, and like seeing a cool story demo definitely got me interested. So on that particular birthday, I got this as a gift, and then with leftover birthday money, I ended up buying Adventure 2 and just obsessed over all these games for a very long time. I'm still like a huge Sonic fan. I have my grievances with a lot of aspects of Sonic, I'm not gonna lie. But in general, I still consider myself a huge fan. This version, Origins Plus, also has Amy. I don't know who I should play as, because, like, Sonic is, like, the canon choice. Even Tails didn't exist in this game. But part of me almost wants to try out Amy, because I've never done, or at least I don't remember if I've ever done a full Amy playthrough. And gender, so we're gonna go with Amy. For Sonic 2, I think we are gonna play as a different character, though. So yeah, we're actually not gonna see Sonic in this, stream playthrough for a bit. So yeah, I am planning to go through the original trilogy. I don't know about CD though. In this collection, CD is chronologically second, which kind of reflects development order, from my understanding. But CD, in terms of like the games I grew up with, was a lot later. I did not play CD until Gems Collection on GameCube also. So yeah, if we're going in like chronological order of my order, then we're not going to get to CD quite yet. Though I have been trying to work out how to handle that for some games. The big one is Paper Mario, because like all three count of the originals. I know, must be tempted to throw in a couple others too, but those are long-ass games. But the point being, I kind of would be tempted to play all three Paper Marios, but the problem is I played them ridiculously out of order, to the point where, do I go in my personal order, or do I go in the release order of the games? So I'm a little bit torn on that. So one nice thing in Origins is they give you medals. If you buy like the deluxe edition, that's like $10 more, you get like 100 medals like straight up. That's the version I have because I wanted everything. So that means we have 100, even though this is a new profile for me, I have 100 medals to play around with. Again, the benefit of medals is you can unlock gallery stuff, and you can also retry special stages whenever you want. Anniversary mode also doesn't have lives, which is very nice. So for the sake of not wanting to pull my hair out, I figured Origins would be the best way to go for Sonic 1 and 2 specifically. However, I don't know about Sonic 3. We have more more viable options in a way. Sonic 1 and 2 kind of have a lot of options too. Like there is a recompilation of the mobile versions, which, I mean, would be kind of like just playing, you know, the Origins versions in a way. But then Sonic 3 is a unique case because, one, the Origins version is like not good in a lot of ways. Even post-patch, it's not the best. But the other problem with this is there's a lot more competition with Sonic 3. There's like Sonic 3 Air, there's Sonic 3 Complete, I think. is the name of it. There's several like ROM hacks basically designed to be like, oh, this is the definitive version of Sonic 3. So I'd have to look into like Sonic 3 Complete and see what that's like. This version also does have like mini cutscenes, which is nice. Shit, I almost missed it. That would have been bad to have already missed a special stage. I am going for all the emeralds, hopefully, which is the other consideration of maybe I just say screw it and play the Origins version of 3 anyway, just because it'll be a lot easier to get the Hyper Emeralds? No, Super Emeralds. So yeah, off screen I might also like get medals, cause like I can use like debug mode to just farm medals, which might not be a bad idea at the rate we're going at the moment. Yeah, Sonic as a series, that means a lot to me. There's quite a few Sonic games I'm still missing. That I'm holding out hope will eventually get a re-release of some kind. Like for example, M2 does a lot of work with Game Boy Advance, like the Castlevania collections and all those. I like really want them to do an advanced collection with Battle, straight up. Like, I really want that because I've only played Sonic Advance 3, which is like the bad one apparently. I don't know if it's actually bad, to be fair, or just like the worst of the 3, but like I've always heard very mixed things about like 2 and 3 specifically for different reasons. 2's issues are the special stages from what I recall. 3's issues are just having to like find lost Chow and everything. So yeah, there's a lot of padding in Advanced 2 especially, where I think you have to get the cow symbols with like every character or something. I don't know the specifics, but either way, Sonic Advance is like a dream collection kind of. And realize I should not say dream collection. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna elaborate here, but it's like I should not word it that way for reasons, and I'm not gonna say anything more. But yeah, this was another big case of branching out. Hi Freeze, welcome on in. Advance 2 has the Gold Star ring stuff that's very frustrating. Yeah, I've heard Advance 2 is also like 3 and 2 are like just kind of frustrating to 100%. 1 isn't awful from what I recall. But yeah, I would love to play them all. I mean, I know there are ways beyond collections to play these games, and you know, maybe at some point I'll look into those ways, shall we say. But for now, it's like, I kind of like official releases if I can. And again, it just feels like a slam dunk for me, where it's like, that seems like an easy game to re-release. Another game I'd be interested in a collection for, because we have the Castlevania Dominus collection. Literally, I really want a collection of Rush and Rush Adventure and Colors, yes. Like, a collection by M2 with those 3 games would like be really amazing in my opinion. I have so much nostalgia for the Rush games, and I do count Colors as a Rush game. They actually give this Robotnik fight iframes at the very start, so you can't just defeat him instantly, which is kind of annoying. It's one of the only big changes like that. But this also extends to the original mobile version of Sonic 1. I've also like never played Amy for very long in this game, so pardon me if I'm also just really bad at playing as her. Because yeah, I'm not really used to this like sort of drop dash. In Sonic Superstars, they give her a double jump with her hammer spin, and I think that's really nice. I wish she had a double jump in this. I'm sure modders have fixed that. But this is also the Switch version, just to clarify that. So yeah, we're not gonna get any like fancy bells and whistles from mods or anything. And it's not a game I really care to rebuy. I should have just bought it on PC in the first place, to be fair, but I like playing games on console because I am frustrated by PC games very easily. Hi Mario, welcome on in. Just playing some Sonic. We're playing as Amy, which is a nice change of pace. And again, we'll probably play as someone else for Sonic 2. A character I have very positive feelings towards from childhood. I'm sure you can't guess, like, just looking at me, I'm sure you'd never guess who, like, my favorite classic Sonic character is. It's a complete mystery to everybody. I am being a little cagey here because, like, I do want the special stages, and for this game you need 50 rings, so I need to not get hit too much. There is a retry option. I don't remember if it takes medallions or, like, if it would take lives in the original. But either way, I can just restart a stage if we completely botch it and we're, like, running low on opportunities to even get the emeralds. For example, if we were on, like, Starlight Zone, I guess, and we're still missing a lot of emeralds, I might deliberately reset to make sure we can get the emeralds. This version also has the benefit of widescreen, which is really nice. I don't like screen crunch, not that it's really screen crunch, but, like, you get blindsided a lot when you're going as fast as Sonic, and you can't really see ahead of you very well. At least I find that a problem. Fun story, Kid Me never actually beat these games. The only one I beat as a kid of this, like, set we're going through for this stream series, at least for now, is actually Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Actually, no, just Sonic 3, because the way Mega Collection worked is you had to play Sonic, like, 3 and Sonic and Knuckles individually, like, 30 times each, as in boot the game up and go back to the menu, like 30 times each. And that unlocks Sonic 3 and Knuckles locked on. It's really dumb. I don't know if Mega Collection Plus changes that, but I hope it does, because that's really obnoxious. So yeah, I mostly just spent time with Sonic 3, and not so much with Knuckles, because I kept dying and I didn't have saving. So I just had to, like, redo the entire game. Well, that sucks. Some of these special stages I think have really wonky physics, like, you can just get bounced straight into the goal, essentially, in a way that I don't think the original had, which is just, like, the physics of the Retro Engine versions are not one-to-one. There are a couple cases of, like, just little inconsistencies. Like, the Retro Engine versions are, like, largely really good versions, but there's just times where they just don't quite work out the same as the originals would. It almost feels so good to the point where when you do have inconsistencies, it's, like, more frustrating, because it's mostly pretty solid. Yeah. These actually scroll, like, full 360 now in this collection, by the way, instead of being, like, you know, a few frames for its spin. So it's like, it does spin more freely, which is nice, but also slightly disorienting. Weirdly enough, I'm not really getting motion sick from these. I normally do, so I'm a little bit surprised. So yeah, if we can get all the Chaos Emeralds by the end of Spring Yard, I'd be very happy. But yeah, if we were playing on actual hardware, we would have to basically redo that special stage in a different level entirely. So that is the one benefit of Origins. Again, in my opinion, the best way to play these games is to get the PC version, unlike me, and then just mod them, basically. Because, like, I don't think the Origins versions are a bad baseline, but they still have some problems. So yeah, if you can mod these, like, with the original music and everything, I think these are actually decent versions. There are also other weird quirks too, like the audio mixing in Sonic CD is abysmal. The FMVs are super loud for some reason, which is just really obnoxious, to be honest. Yeah, Sonic 1 and 2, it's like, I don't really have any major objections to playing them through Origins. It's Sonic 3 where all the problems really start to kick up. Also, thank you for the hydration check. I will get to that at some point. I'm, like, trying to survive here. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to run ads manually instead of automatically, so ad breaks might be a little bit more unevenly spread out for this stream. But again, it's just, they kept popping up at really inconvenient times. So I'd rather wait for a moment where it's like, yeah, this makes sense to play an ad here. Oh shoot, okay, don't like that. Okay. really don't like that. That's just kind of mean, because it's like, oh, you should spin dash through the caterpillars, and it's like, oops, they blindside you with a spring that just sends you into the lava. Like, cool. Really appreciate that game. Sonic games tend to do that a lot. Like, I think Sonic in general has kind of cheap level design at times. Sonic 1 is not great with it. Sonic 2 is real bad with it at times. It's like, I love Sonic 2. I'm going to criticize, like, a lot of Sonic 2 once we get to it. And that is the plan for today, to get through both games. Because both, in theory, should only take like an hour to an hour and a half. Which should be doable for like one stream, but we'll see. Sonic 3 will definitely take its own stream. That'll be like a solid 2 hours for both. Basically all the... shoot. I'm almost tempted to restart, just because we will not have enough rings for the end. Yeah, this is the end of the stage, I'm pretty sure. No, it's not. Okay, we'll keep going. Let's see how this is. Trying to gauge the best route here, actually. Of the classic Sonic games now, the only ones I haven't finished are, unsurprisingly, Sonic Spinball, because that game is hard as hell, and Sonic Pinball, or Spinball. Wait, I said Spinball, I meant 3D Blast. 3D Blast is on the maybe list for me, where it's like, I would like to finish 3D Blast, because it's kind of a neat game. It's just kind of... I don't know, for some reason I never finished it as a kid, and I really can't tell you why. Like, what about Sonic 3D Blast was... like, play the director's cut? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I actually don't know what the director's cut changes, though. Like, the weird part is, Sonic Spinball is... this is a weird analogy, but bear with me. Sonic Spinball, to me, is the... Adventure of Link of the Sonic games, where it's like... I don't like how difficult Spinball is, and I don't like how difficult Zelda 2 is. However, it's a game I feel like I respect more than a lot of the fanbase, at the very least. Like... well, that's upsetting. We're 3 rings short. Okay. We'll try this again. Also, by the way, the time limit broke in this version. Origins, for some reason, in Origins, for some reason, the timer will stop at like 9:59 and then stop, and you won't actually lose a life. You're supposed to time over at 10 minutes. Which is like good for CD in my opinion, because CD is like really annoying with how like big those stages are if you're trying to go for like robot generators. If I had missed the ring after all of that, I would have been pissed, actually. Yeah, a lot of games are kind of like that for me, where it's like, I can respect this game even if I definitely have a hard time actually playing it firsthand. And a lot of Sonic games are like that. Black Knight is one like that for me, where Black Knight does a lot of really cool things, but just, I still don't like the controls. It's arguably better than Secret Rings, but to me that's not exactly a high bar, like, truth be told. So, yeah, I'm not really a fan of either. From a gameplay perspective, I need to clarify, I love the vibes of Secret Rings and Black Knight both. Like, their vibes are immaculate. It's just actually playing them I don't enjoy, which is frustrating. But I'm also stubborn, so it's like if I ever play Black Knight on stream, it's gonna be with motion controls, because I want to recapture the original experience of playing that game. Because that's part of my experience with it, is getting mad at the controls. Though, because we already did Adventure 2 for my, like, sort of debut, again, it's a very casual debut. But because I've already done that, I might not do it for this series. I might just skip Sonic Adventure 2. I think I already said everything I needed to say about the game anyway, long before I even planned this series. However, there will probably be at least one more Sonic game. The one I'm thinking is actually Unleashed. if I do another Sonic game for this series, because I was so obsessed with Sonic Unleashed as a kid. And yes, I am saying Unleashed on purpose. That is the colloquial nickname for Sonic Unleashed on Wii, for those who have not heard that term before. Yeah, that's the version I grew up with, because I didn't have a PS2, or a PS3 at the time. I wouldn't get a PS3 until the following year, in which case I would have played HD in like early 2010, I think. Sonic on Wii's, that's me playing Sonic and the Black Knight as an asthmatic teenager. That is not entirely a bit, by the way, now that I'm saying that out loud. I definitely wore myself out playing Wii games. There are a couple of games I explicitly associate with having asthma. The big one is Spirit Tracks. If you've ever played Spirit Tracks, you know exactly why I would have had an asthma attack during it. I love Spirit Tracks, I am a staunch defender of that game, but yeah, no, some of those Flute Me game sections can go to hell. Like, they are not fun. I don't know if, like, Phantom Hourglass would count. I'm almost like, maybe Phantom Hourglass would count for this. We also have a dilemma coming up here, potentially, just to pull back the curtain a little bit. Which version of Wind Waker do I do? Because I could do GameCube. It's like I have plenty of ways to play the GameCube version. No, my actual disc has seen better days. But also, Wind Waker HD has so many quality of life improvements that's like, I almost want to do that, but, you know, I'd have to hook up the Wii U for that one. Which is not as convenient, admittedly. Yeah, I could do Wind Waker and Phantom Hourglass. I don't know if, like, I don't know, Spirit Tracks would probably count as a favorite in a way, but I almost feel like I don't have as much of a emotional attachment to it, even though I really love the game. Fox Girls Favorites is kind of dedicated to games that helped shape me, like, for better or worse in some cases. Like with that BizHawk Shuffler, a lot of these didn't shape me in positive ways, but they definitely had an impact on me, which is a very important distinction there. Again, things can have an impact in bad ways too. Oh shit, that sucks. I don't even know what the way forward is. Guess it's this way. So yeah, Sonic Unleashed would count, you know, but like, Rush probably wouldn't. I like the game, but I don't think it was like a transcendent experience for me. I'm trying to keep the list narrowed to like 50, by the way. Which is also proving to be very difficult, because I keep wanting to add games. There are a couple of games I've already skipped, partly because atmosphere would be bad. So for example, also, hi Icy. But two games well, actually just one so far. One game I definitely could have done for Fox Girls Favorites, but skipped, was Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2. Because, like, without music, it's just kind of boring. Like, I tried playing, like, Rogue Squadron without music, and it's just like, this is just kind of depressing, actually. Like, a Star Wars game without music is just kind of blah. And the same goes for, like, Lego Star Wars, too. Like, 2 as in the number and 2 as in the preposition. It's actually both. But yeah, Lego Star Wars is a case of like, I don't know, without the music, it's just kind of bland. So I don't know if I'd do Lego Star Wars, as much as that game was important to me. Just like Kevin MacLeod over it, problem solved. To be fair, that would work, but I mean, I've already skipped one Star Wars game from my childhood. It's like, did I go back and do Rogue Squadron then? And the other one I think would be fine, but I'm still doing research on if it's fine, because I don't know if it actually uses movie music. But another very, like, transformative game for me was Spider-Man 2 of all things, because I grew up with that game, and I really like open world games. I think that game was very, like, it definitely left an imprint on me very young. I was just like, hey, it's fun just going around this big open area. In a lot of cases, not even accomplishing anything. We're just kind of like exploring. I never even did get all the tokens in that game, because a lot of them are just like absurdly hidden. Like croc levels of absurdly hidden. Save the balloon, yeah. So yeah, Spider-Man 2 is like a maybe. I'm kind of debating if I should keep out a lot more licensed games just because of, you know, copyright and everything. But yeah, we'll see. But again, the big question I actually need to work on right now is what version of Sonic 3 do I play next time? Which will probably, again, not be next week, because again, I have something special planned for next Monday. Again, if you weren't here for the hint earlier, it's like, look at the date of that stream, what next Monday is, and I think you might be able to extrapolate what I'm planning for that day. Yeah, I could always do Air, and I know the Sonic 3 Complete. Again, Origins has special stage retries though, which is really nice, as someone who's really bad at Blue Sphere, actually. It's actually interesting watching people play Blue Sphere for the first time, because it's like, it is a lot to take in, and I think we kind of underestimate that as like people who have been playing Sonic for like years and years. There's a lot of games like that. Mario 3 is mine, where it's like, whenever people tell me like, oh, Mario 3 like kicks my ass, I'm just kind of like, oh right, I forgot this game is actually like hard. Because it's like, I've been playing this game for almost 25 years now. It's like, I forget how difficult the game actually is. You getting good at Blue Sphere despite hating it? Oh. See, I kind of like it conceptually, I just feel like it's disorienting. Especially in the high speed sections, it's just a lot. Gotta go fast, slowly inches through levels, because I'm trying to hang on to my rings. That might not have been the best time to take a drink, depending on which special stage it had been, so I'm glad it was one where they didn't immediately toss me into an obstacle. This is actually a question, I'm gonna toss this out here. What is everybody's favorite special stages? I don't think I have a strong preference on any. I mean, my bias is half-pipe, as much as people complain about half-pipe being in every, like, other game. I'm a Sonic 2 girl. What can I say? Watch me completely fuck up every one next time. Ah, that's not gonna happen. I'm not that bad at Sonic 2 special stages. She said, knowing she's jinxing herself for the future. Alright, there it is. Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright, panic. It's like, what the hell are these special stages? They just feel like so surreal. Split between Mania and Rush. Rushes are very good. The song helps, I'm not gonna lie. I need to play JSR, now that I'm saying this out loud. Is JSR also a copyright nightmare? I think it is, right? Because, like, on one hand, that'd be fun for, like, a game clearing, but on the other hand, copyright hell. So, it might be better to do off-stream. Maybe I should just do Bomb Rush, then. You know, compromise a bit, just do that. So only certain songs are, I swear one of the only songs I know from JSRF is Birthday Cake. I wonder whose fault that is. I'm gonna call him Mulligan. I know we just started the stage, but I'm gonna call him Mulligan. The joys of allergy season. Oh my god. I could do the funniest thing in 4 months. Okay, that works. Neat. I wasn't exactly bursting with confidence for that move, that roll. Speaking of roll, I also need to play more Mega Man. I've actually never played any other Mega Mans except 2 and 7 of all things. Do not ask me why I played Mega Man 7 and skipped all the others. Like, 2 makes sense, because, you know, people always are like, 2's the best one, or 3's the best one. Hi Peter, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. We are playing Sonic 1 at the moment. I'm trying not to die. Sega Superstars? Oh my god, that would count, wouldn't it? So I've only really ever played MM7. That's fair. How does she feel about the final boss? I'm just wondering. You know, Sega has the chance to do the funniest thing with the Switch 2. Ah, okay. Move on. Ah, shit. Ring Racer special stages? Oh. Well, so I'm probably gonna have to restart the stage anyway. I'm just gonna pause, shout out. Yeah, she basically has a more powerful drop dash. But it's actually, it doesn't curl her into a ball, which means she can't take damage once the animation ends, so you have to kind of time that. I've gotten soft-locked in that section with the springs. I don't know if they fixed that or not, but yeah, you can get soft-locked, at least at the launch version of Sonic Origins. Also don't know if that's a thing in the mobile port. Okay, so this hitbox is way bigger than it looks, so I'm gonna wait a ridiculously long time for it to pass by. Is this Act 1 or 2? I'm spacing out hardcore, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not... It is Act 2? Okay, so this should be our last Chaos Emerald then. I think there's a way to enable a 7th Chaos Emerald in the mobile port to get like a special, like, original 7th special stage. I want to say there was actually a glitch in the Origins where if you got it with Tails, the game would crash or something. Like, I don't know if they ever fixed that or not. I'm sure, if, again, fans have by now. Again, if I mention any glitches, I'm like 99% sure fans would have fixed it by now. Because that's how Sonic fans roll. Hi! Wow, voice crack. Hello, welcome on in, the one guy. Hope everyone's doing well today. Once we get the final Chaos Emerald, we can actually start zoom in through this game a little bit more. Instead of like kind of messing around with these special stages. Oh yeah, this rotation is like trippy at like 60 FPS. Shit. That is actually not what I wanted directionally. Yeah, okay, that works, I think. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that doesn't work, okay. Why does this one feel easier than the last one? Yeah, this one feels a lot easier than the last one. I want to say Sonic 4 is the same way, where the final special stage is actually easier.